The ship in which I sailed back from the Baltic was not a large one, but it was fast. That had helped me decide to take it. I had been relieved to board the ship with my chests of gold and silver intact. I had travelled through land controlled by King Gustavus, but the chests were clearly intended for bullion. I had not enjoyed a good night of sleep since leaving my regiment in Germany. I had just a couple of months to spend back in England, and I had not seen my family for a long time. I needed to see my wife Charlotte and William, my son, as soon as I could. My son would now be walking and talking. I had missed the stages that led to that, and I wanted to make the most of every moment I had been allowed to spend away from the war. Captain Stewart was a dour Scotsman, and thanks to the mercenary companies of Scottish soldiers who fought for King Gustavus and the Protestant alliance, there were many such sailors who profited from the war. England and Scotland were ruled as one now, and while, since Buckingham's disasters, they no longer fought the Spanish, they provided weapons, powder, and most importantly, mercenaries, who fought for the Protestant cause. The grizzled sea captain waved me over to the helm. "Another day, Colonel Bretherton, and we will reach Hartlepool. I'm just sorry that I could not sail up the Tees for you." I shook my head. "There is an agent in the port, and I can reach home in a day. It would take you 3 days to negotiate the bends in the river. I thank you for such a quick voyage." He nodded and took the clay pipe from his mouth. He tapped it against his palm and said to the helmsman, "Bring her up a point, Robbie." "Aye, Captain." "This will be my last voyage before February. It is time to take the old gull from the water and clean the hull. Last thing we need is to have the worms eating at her. I get to spend time with my family, and then it will be back to the duty of ferrying supplies for the Swedes." I knew how parlous and dangerous an existence sailors led. "We had a great victory at Breitenfeld, and we now have more of Germany returned to Protestant rule. Soon you may have to find another employer." "There is always war, Colonel, and if there were not, then we would just haul coal to feed the fires of the rich men in London." I laughed. "Aye, they have hewn all the trees that there were." He nodded his agreement. "If you like, Colonel, I can give you a passage back to Peenemünde when you return to the war." "Thank you, that would be helpful." I nodded. "I will speak with the agent, George Smith." He nodded. "There will be gunpowder as well as cannonballs for that voyage. The crew do not like it, for it means 3 days of cleaning when we reach the Baltic, but it brings, with the weapons we shall carry, the greatest profit." He smiled. "It also means no lights and cold food, so I fear that the voyage back may not be as pleasant for you."